Yeah, Zach, we've got a good one ahead. 2-2 Carroll. Their only 2 losses coming by a combined 3 points this season. And maybe no better story, at least here in the Fort, than the Wayne Generals boys team. 4-1 to start, looking for its first winning season in 4 years. And joining me now is head coach Byron Pickens. An incredible comeback. And here with me now is a man who witnessed it all. Could you first just introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, my name's C.J. Fuller.
And you are the grandfather of which player?
Stratton Fuller.
Stratton Fuller, one of the best players on Columbia City. Just what was it like to see your grandson in Columbia City succeed and maybe on their way to their best season in recent program history? Zach, well, Bishop Dwenger had the bragging rights for 5 years in a row, from 2016 to 2020 until last year. And that's when my man here came into the picture. What's your name?
I'm Father Paulo, and I'm one of the 2 chaplains at Bishop Luers.
And last year, that was the first year you had ever even seen American football. Is that right?
If he didn't get that, they would have lost.
Yeah, 47-yard field goal, pretty amazing. What do you guys expect tonight? Any predictions, any scores that you guys can give me? It is the annual battle for the totem pole, North Side versus South Side. And joining me now is legend star guard Brayshawn Bassett. Brayshawn, just what makes this particular rivalry so special? Julian, we spoke on that huge victory from Bluffton last week, their first sectional title since 1988. And with me now are 3 young students out of Bluffton High. Guys, what are your names?
Bear, Riker, Wes.
Just what was it like to see Bluffton come away with the victory last week? Just a week ago, few predicted IU basketball even be in this spot, but now a chance to dance at March Madness. And if you go back to Brian and Krista, the last time Purdue Fort Wayne beat a ranked Big Ten basketball team, you have to go back to that magical night in Fort Wayne, November 22nd, 2016, when the Dons shocked the nation and beat then number 3 ranked Indiana. They'll need a similar kind of performance here at the Chrysler Center tonight, where it will soon be a raucous arena, a lot of pent-up energy from a long off season. Woo! Emerging from the corn stalks of Woodland High,
she's just fantastic.
A soccer player with a football background.
It says, hey, I'm going to do this, and you're like, okay.
Marches all over the field.
These people count on me.
She never misses practice.
And onto the blacktop.
She somehow fits that into her schedule.
Ava McAlexander moves to the beat of her own drum.
She's now in charge of the percussion section.
From one activity to another.
In practice, she's constantly moving.
And yet another.
She just works her butt off in the weight room.
All after a full day of school.
Her grades are awesome.
Maybe be an architect, go to Ball State. Like, I have to have good grades.
3 extracurriculars.
I could do 2.
1 semester.
The 3rd one would have been the make or break.
For a determined young woman.
I just can't imagine it.
I don't know, she's the Energizer Bunny. She's a very impressive person.
If you try to tell her she can't do something, she's going to prove you wrong.
McAlexander, a master in time management.
How are you going to get someplace? She's already got that figured out.
It's weird when we go into, like, winter break and it's like 2 weeks of a lot of nothing.
Juggling a workload many couldn't hope to maintain.
No, there's no way. There's just no way I could do it.
Overcoming nerves, those less bold might never challenge.
If my junior high self saw myself right now, I don't think I would recognize myself.
She went from being timid to being very, very aggressive, wanting the ball at her feet, wanting to shoot.
I find it a lot easier to talk to people now, which is helpful because people are actually pretty cool.
Sometimes doubting.
She just goes ahead and attempts it just to see what it's like.
But always doing.
I think that this is going to be one for the books.
She's successful at everything she does, so I don't think she's found a limit yet.
Ava, an inspiration for the reticent.
If you're on the fence about something that you really want to do because you're worried about managing your time or nervous, just go for it. Like, you'll never know if you don't try.
A lot of kids will find a niche and then they just stay in that one thing, but being well-rounded, I think, is going to be a benefit to her.
Eager to conquer her next ambition.